terms hip and hop. Just what the terms mean. We're not getting philosophical yet. Just the term hip hop. Hip means to know. Hop is movement. Awareness, movement. Consciousness and movement or action. Intelligence and action, activity. So hip and hop or hip hop means conscious movement, intelligence or awareness, moving, leaping, springing. I'm hip to my hop. I know why I move. I'm conscious hip to my hop. My movements, I'm aware of what I'm doing. I'm deliberate. This is what hip hop means without anyone's opinion or anything, just the term hip and the term hop. And surprisingly enough, this term hip and hop is what we're actually doing in society. What we're actually doing in nature. Hip hop, intelligence springing up, consciousness being awake and moving on your awakeness. I am aware of my movements.
As an alternative to violence. It started as an extension of black nationalism and civil rights. It started as an extension of Puerto Rican nationalism and rights. It started as an extension of poor white people asserting their rights in New York together. And if we don't start the story of that hip hop essentially was combating poverty through art. If we don't start the story there, then all we end up is an endless debate on who's more relevant, Wu-Tang or Drake. And that's a dumb debate. What we should be seeing about hip hop is that from the time hip hop started, the people that were involved looked more like the people in this room and less like an homogenous group of people that all look the same. You got what I mean?
Tune in with my homie David Banner. In here, we talking some real talk. We talking the God Box. We talking black culture. We talking about the South. So now, like, listen. So you mentioned a few things that I want to touch on. Like you mentioned the South not getting its just due in many different ways, right? So with this album, with the South being what it is right now,
right,
everybody's definitely trying to copy the South, whether they want to admit it or not. And then everybody critiquing the South at the same time.
Right.
Then you have this whole old school, new school, or older rap dudes versus the younger rap dudes going on, be it New York, East Coast,
Right,
West Coast,
right.
the South, or whatever. And then you have the whole, you know, conscious rapper verse mumble rap.
It's all black music.
Right.
See, for us to try to dissect it and chop it up, like, there's a lot of things about black people that I don't like, but it's still part of the culture. I will never separate myself from the culture. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And really what they try to say when they say mumble rap or when they say trap music, that's really their way of saying South music. Just say what you mean.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And the thing is, all of us had our run. The thing that I think artists have to understand, regardless of whether you like the current music that's selling, like that's what's keeping hip hop alive until you have your opportunity.
Right.
So stop hating and make something better. I don't complain about, old or young. I just make really, really dope music.
Right.
But the thing is, I don't want to sound like my parents. Anything that's not doing your time of music is the devil music.
Right.
No, it's not. It's some music that some youngsters do that I don't like, and then it's some that I really, really like. You feel what I'm saying? Dead People by 21 Savage is probably one of my favorite songs, period. T-Shirt, right. I love T-Shirt by the Migos. Like, it's not like every song, I didn't like every Tribe Called Quest song. You feel what I'm saying? But they're one of my favorite groups.
all the time. I argue about that all the time.
So why can't we just enjoy the stuff that we enjoy and stop condemning a whole genre of music? The other thing is this. If you are an older rapper and you're complaining about these children, anything that younger people do, it's a reflection of what we didn't teach them. And in a lot of cases, what happened was the so-called smart rappers, they are so elitist that they walked off and stopped teaching. You have to teach, bro.
To teach, that is Retro South Mix Show main goal. Peace. Welcome to the Retro South Mix Show. I'm your gracious host, DJ G Style, and today I just want to break down the 5 elements of hip hop revived. As you can see, I'm in my car. I'm a Lyft driver, so excuse the taco meat on my face or whatnot. I've just been grinding it out, and I enjoy doing Lyft driving. So in between my breaks, I'm making these videos. And actually, I picked up a young guy not too long ago, and I was listening to that Big Scar, and he was like, "Man, old school, what you know about that Big Scar?" I said, "Hey, I like rap music. I like good rap music. I like hip hop." He's like, "Oh, really?" He said, "So how was hip hop back in your day? Was it corny?" I'm like, "Was it corny? What type of question is that?" I was like, "Shit, a lot of it was good. Some of it was bad, just like today. A lot of the music today is good. A lot of it was bad." So we just got to chopping it up about, hip hop. And they just came back from LA. So he was like, "Man, I don't really like that West Coast hip hop. It's like, it's boring, it's dull." I was like, "Man, you don't like that Larry June? You don't like that Dom Kennedy?" He said, "Nah, man, but I guess you got to be high to listen to that music." I was like, "Yeah, you're right." So, okay, now back to today's topic, the 5 elements of hip hop revised. I'm not going to get into the history of hip hop, the origins of hip hop. Go ahead and Google that. But the 5 elements of hip hop: DJing, MCing, breakdancing, graffiti, and knowledge. My revised version of that is the DJ is basically, in today's term, the beat maker, the producer. Now, granted that the DJ is still in the mix, but the DJ is not really part of the element like it used to be. The DJ was really the most important element. That's why it's the first element. The DJ, he basically took all genres of music and put it together and make one long break beat, and have the MC, which is the second element, to rap over it. Now, the MC in today's term is basically the freestyler, the rapper, or the battle rapper, or wordsmith, or also the spoken word artist. Now, is the auto-tune singer or the hook man, could that be part of the MC element also? Something to think about. Okay, and then next we have the breakdancer. Now, breakdancing can be the TikTok dances that you see, or the NO bounce music scene. Love that scene. The twerking, or you can the dances that the little kids come up with, or the traditional breakdancing, or just dancing in general. And also in the culture, you can look at the line dances, because when you go to any party or any family function, whatnot, shoot, you throw on the wobble, or you throw on even the old electric slide, or the old same old 2-step or something like that. Everybody get to dance. So that's part of the dance. That's part of the culture. So breakdancing is basically dance. That's how humans, that's how we communicate and bond with each other. And then you have graffiti. Graffiti in today's terms can be the graphic artist, the person who makes the album covers for your mixtape, content creators, content creators, people that have their own YouTube channels, do IG or things of that nature. So that's fall up under the graffiti element. And then you have the knowledge element. Now, the knowledge element is really the most important, but sometimes the most forgotten element. Because some people, they like to include beatboxing in there, but I mean, hey, do you see people still beatboxing in their song? Unless they're making the beat. Timbaland is known for that. But I don't see anybody going platinum off of beatboxing. So, like back in the day, I think Lottie Dottie was the last song to really do that. Shout out to Dougie Fresh and Slick Rick. But knowledge is that unforgotten element. I like how KRS-One broke that term down, hip-hop. Hip is to know, to be in the know. Hop is basically movement. So basically, put it together, what you know, are you moving on it? To all my independent artists, you know you want to be in this music game. You know you want to create dope music. Are you moving on it? Are you creating every day? Are you uploading your creations so the world can hear what you created? Are you moving on it? Are you branding yourself? Are you learning the craft, the ins and outs of the craft? Are you studying? Are you listening to the ones that came before you? Do you know? Are you moving? Are you passionate? That's the knowledge. Do you know thyself? Do you know what you're doing this for? And just do it. That's all that matters. You know that you got the love and passion for your art. Just keep on running. This is a marathon, not a sprint. The marathon continues. If you like or heard anything that you like in this video, make sure you like, share, subscribe. Again, my name is DJ G Style, and that was the 5 Elements of Hip Hop Revised. And just to recap who I am, I'm just a country boy from Little Rock, Arkansas, that was born in '71. Got the 70s funk, got the 80s electric funk, was breakdancing, did graffiti, and then got into the gangsterism of hip hop. And I'm just been listening to hip hop for over 35 years, so I'm no expert. This channel is to educate my youngins from the age of 18 to 25. And if you like what you hear, make sure stay locked in. And we will be having independent artist showcase. Much love. Peace.